Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? Welcome to FTK Studios, for the Kingdom Studios. It's your boy, Charlie. And today we are going to be covering something that a lot of people are overlooking. I don't see a lot of people speaking on this, so I feel it's very important to speak on this just for awareness, purposes of awareness, that it is very important because, yeah, I think this is something that a lot of people should know. I don't think I strongly believe that a lot of people should know about this, and it's going to be covering the WEF, Klaus Schwab, Yuval Noah Harari, and yeah, just like the presidents, the upcoming election, all that, what have you. So, without further ado, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into this because this may be a lengthy one. So, let's jump right into it. Let's go.
I just want to praise you all my life. Blessed be the Lamb whose eyes were mine. I profess your name. I can't help but thank you, Jesus, Savior all my life. I just want to praise you all my
Let me pull up my notes because I truly don't. It's like this is a topic that like I just don't know how to like or how or where to start on this. It's very complex. It can get very complex when it comes to this particular topic. It touches on a few things, but they're all intertwined together. Like the WEF, Joe Biden, Trump, Noah Harari, Yuval Harari, excuse me. And yeah, it's just it's a lot. It's really a lot, and it's very mind blowing for people that don't know. I've been speaking about the WEF and Yuval and Klaus for some time now. It's been a few years actually. However, I did do a video on them on the WEF specifically. YouTube took it down. So I did put it on my Rumble. I will put that in the description if you want to check that out, just for like a better understanding of the WEF in detail, because I'm not going to go over in detail the WEF like everything like I did in the video on Rumble. But that video on Rumble is definitely worth a watch. It shows all the Fortune 500 companies that are in partner with the WEF, including the United Nations and like a lot of other things. But yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of information.
I highly suggest you check that video out. Not even for views or anything. I truly don't care about that. Just for knowledge, for the sake of knowledge, please go check that out on Rumble. Again, I'll put the description of the Rumble of the link of the video on Rumble below. So yeah, just check that out, please, if you have time. It is like a 20-minute video.
Go check it out.
But yes, let's get right into this. So let's just start with Klaus Schwab and Yuval Noah Harari. That's his name. Klaus Schwab is, in layman's terms, he's basically like the founder of the WEF. And the WEF is the World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum. That's what the WEF stands for. And basically, like in a nutshell, what it is a globalist. They call themselves a think tank. They're like a private think tank. You know what I'm saying? So like they have a lot of leaders and a lot of very very wealthy people that are partner with them, and they basically just talk about how the world should be. And they are, when I say globalist, they are absolutely globalist. They believe in like a one world government. That is the goal. A lot of people say, which is true. Klaus Schwab speaks on it, like us going back to eating bugs. You will own nothing and be happy. That's something that he said. This came out of his mouth. They have a lot of meetings, and it's like Davos meetings, meetings in Davos. But yeah, the WEF, it is located in Switzerland, Geneva, which is the same location as CERN. Um, I don't even want to touch on that in this video because that itself is a rabbit hole and video for its own. I'm still studying on that. I do know a little bit about it, but I don't even want to touch on CERN right now. We're going to strictly keep this on the WEF and the United States and the presidents and like Joe Biden, Trump, everything, everything with the United States and the WEF and its goals. Now, what the WEF wants is a basically like a new world. They looked at the pandemic as a opportunity for a new reset for the world, like a reset. I'm trying to be careful with my words for YouTube's sake. So, but yes, let me just go ahead and play a few videos so you can see who these guys are. Klaus Schwab did write a book. I think it's called The Great Reset. Yes. I downloaded his book, and I downloaded Yuval's book. It's called like Homo Sapien or something like that. He has a few. However, I downloaded them. Interesting, very interesting stuff to say the least. But yeah. Let me just go ahead and start with.
In the book, if I understand it correctly, you argue that actually the amazing breakthrough that we are experiencing right now not only will potentially make our life better, but they will create, and I quote you, new classes and new class struggles, just as the Industrial Revolution did. Can you elaborate for us?
Yes, in the Industrial Revolution, we saw the creation of a new class of the urban proletariat, and much of the political and social history of the last 200 years involved what to do with this class and the new problems and opportunities. Now, we see the creation of a new massive class of useless people. As computers become better and better in more and more fields, there is a distinct possibility that computers will outperform us in most tasks and will make humans redundant. And then the big political and economic question of the 21st century will be, what do we need humans for? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games.
In the book.
Did you hear that?
What the heck are you talking about?
This is out of his mouth, not mine. This is why I'm playing these videos. Yes, this is scary. This can be scary. Now, in a nutshell, what he's saying is, as computers, and things of that nature, as that evolves, there will also be there won't be, like, people won't be needed. Certain people, a lot of people, and the number of people just won't be needed. That is the point behind what he's saying, and he does speak about this in his book. He does believe in overpopulation. He believes in that along with Bill Gates.
There are too many humans.
Yes. So there's more. There's more. Let me just pull up another video for you. But yes, Yuval is a very interesting guy. Let's go with this one.
Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
You heard it. You heard it yourself. So yes, this is getting very, this can get very scary for some people. That's why I'm speaking on this. Now, he believes that us as humans, we're now hackable. Like he just said, we're hackable now. He believes that the gift of free will, because it is a gift. Um, that is just our. That's how we are inherently created. Like that's just how it goes. God created us in His image, so free will is something that we're going to have. But He doesn't believe in that, and He doesn't support that. As you can hear, like, I'm not taking this out of context. I'm actually keeping this within the context of His beliefs. And excuse me, also what I've read, I'm not just speaking off the top. Like, again, that's why I'm bringing these videos to light, because people need to see this. People are too entertained by video games, movies, sports, social media, like everything else, that they are not looking into these things. And this is very vital to understand and know. It's just preparation. Just prepare your spirit. Like I said, get right with God, man. But let's just continue. Let's continue.
The third thing about AI that everybody needs to know, it's the first technology ever that can create new ideas. The printing press, radio, television, they broadcast, they spread the ideas created by the human brain, by the human mind. They cannot create a new idea. Gutenberg printed the Bible in the middle of the 15th century. The printing press printed as many copies of the Bible as Gutenberg instructed it, but it did not create a single new page. It had no ideas of its own about the Bible. Is it good? Is it bad? How to interpret this? How to interpret that? AI can create new ideas, can even write a new Bible. Throughout history, religions dreamt about having a book written by a superhuman intelligence, by a non-human entity. Every religion claims our book, all the other books of the other religions, humans wrote them. But our book, no. It came from some superhuman intelligence. In a few years, there might be religions that are actually correct. Just think about a religion whose holy book is written by an AI. That could be a reality in a few years.
Do you hear this? Like, I just want to touch on one thing he said. I almost paused the video to say this, but patience. But by the grace of God, my question would be, with the Bible being a historically documented manuscript, why would you want something new to be created in the midst of the transcribing and the publication of the Bible? Like, why would you want something new when it's historical? You get what I'm saying? Like, that would then be altering the historical evidence that is being transcribed, if that makes sense. Hopefully this clicks. So ultimately, that was just an attack. That was an attack on the Bible. Because if he was using logic, then logic would tell him what I just said. If it's historically documented, like if this is a historical manuscript that's being translated or transcribed, why would you want something new? Like, why would you want anything new in the midst of that? That does not make any sense. That's just like a story on anybody in history. Let's just say George Washington, and his letter is being transcribed into a history book, that you want something new out of it, or an opinion on how it's felt, how whoever feels about whatever they're reading in the historical document, they put that in the midst of it. In the midst of it. That is That is not logical. That's all coming from here, the heart. That's just feelings. That was an attack on the Bible. That was an attack. And then he says that AI can make a true historical book or religion, like a correct one. And you notice that he includes the Bible when he talks about that. He don't talk about Islam. He don't talk about Hinduism. He don't talk about anything else. Anything else. You already know. Like, just take heed to that, because this stuff is plain as day at this point. Like, it's plain as day. It's just an attack on the Bible and Jesus Christ. That's all it is. And this type of stuff only encourages people's faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, believers, they're getting that's just another way of encouraging them, But that's how I see it. But no, you see it yourself. He's saying the AI will write a new Bible. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. And create a new religion. Artificial intelligence. Or artificially intelligent religion. We could say it like that. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, he says that artificial intelligence could create new ideas. As of right now, it can't. As of right now, artificial intelligence pulls from the internet and gives you the answers from the internet. That's what it does. It pulls from places in the internet and then says it on, like, if you use ChatGPT, just says it in a way as if it's a person. That's what it does. And that's what it will continue to do, but just at higher levels, as time goes by and as it continues to get what they call better. But this is insane. This is why I'm playing these videos, for people to see, because if I was to just say this stuff, it would sound crazy. If I was to just say what he was saying in these videos, it would literally sound crazy. People would be like, you're crazy, bro. So this ain't on a trust me, bro basis right here. This is coming from the person himself. But let's continue. I have more.
We are reaching a point in human history that we have enough biological knowledge and we have enough computing power, and all you need in order to systematically hack millions of people is just the data. That to hack people means to know people better than they know themselves. To somebody in San Francisco, in Beijing, knows more about you than you know about yourself, about your medical condition, about your mental weaknesses, things that you did 5 years ago, 20 years ago, you completely forgot about them, they know it.
Right.
This is something we never faced before. Not even the KGB could do it.
Right.
If we allow this kind of data to be accumulated by a few corporations or governments, the result will be really the end of democracy in the free market and the creation of new kinds of totalitarian regimes or total surveillance regimes in which somebody knows you better and can therefore manipulate you.
Do you see this? And he's not saying this in like a bad way. He's saying this in a good, like, to him, a good way. Do you see this? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, if I was to say this stuff myself, I'd sound crazy. I would sound crazy. He's playing God. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to play God. That's what he's trying to do. Know you better than yourself. Who does that sound like? Knows things that you forgot. Who does that sound like? Like, come on now. Like, this cannot get any more, like, in your face. It's like right in your face. People have to realize this. Like, he's saying this in a way that he think is good. He wants humans to be surveillanced and watched. He wants people to be dictated. Like, this is what he wants. This is not, he's not talking about it like as in a caution. Hey, watch out for this. No, he's saying, look out for this. Look forward to this. That's what he's saying. it's insane. Let's look at Klaus Schwab, and then I'll show you an intro for Yuval and his beliefs after this. But let's look at Klaus Schwab really quickly.
People assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had, and everything will be normal again in how we are used to normal, in the old fashion. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen. I see the need for action. I see the need for a great reset, which means to exercise here true global citizenship. Why not to tie government aid to the green economy which we have to create? Why we are here when we talk about the Great Reset, to talk also about innovation. How can we do things differently from what we used to do? And if we speak about differently, it means also how can we do it to make sure that
you will own nothing, and you will be happy.
Now that very last part, he did say that. They just they emphasized it, but he did say that. He did say that as a part of the rules, like the rules to or the steps to the new world that he wants. But you can look this up. Like, this is all public information. And YouTube, this is for educational purposes. I have to say this because it's true. It's for educational purposes. Anyways, yes, that's Klaus Schwab. Now, Klaus Schwab is the founder of the WEF, the World Economic Forum, and his right-hand man is Yuval. Now, let me show you Yuval's belief. Like, what he believes. You can already kind of guess it right now. But let me just show you.
I spent 1 full month studying his religion, atheism.
Hello, my name is Yuval Noah Harari, and I am an atheist.
He does not believe in God, but I do. So what can I learn from him?
There you go. That's a 9-minute video. I don't want to sit through that. But yeah. There you go. Like, there you go. He's an atheist. He's an atheist. So, like, I'm not bashing atheists, but you see from all the previous videos I showed you and his foundational belief, you can see why he believes the way he believes and what he believes, you know? So, there you go. Like, this is genuinely, like I said, like, when I first found this stuff out, I was mind blown. I was, like, studying so much, looking into so many things, you know? Yeah, no. This is what it is. This is what it is. I'll show you one last video before I move on. And we all grown-ups here, so please excuse this video. This video's language, but like I said, we all grown-ups here. I don't use this language. However, just listen to what he's saying, please. And yes, I just had to put that disclaimer out there.
Klaus Schwab.
Klaus Schwab.
He is the the embodiment of every villain that you would see. He dresses like a fucking Star Wars fiend, and he's just like, he's this old, decrepit man going, you will own nothing, and you will be happy.
Why does everyone named Klaus have a ridiculous amount of reach and income?
Yeah. Santa Claus, he's got the fucking, he's got the most.
He's everywhere at once.
He's got toys all over the world.
But like you can see it in China. Like if you speak out against the government, they just shut off your money. You can't buy plane tickets. You can't do this. The social credit system. Yeah. We are literally nearly there. Yeah. This isn't a conspiracy anymore. We are literally nearly in a fucking social credit system where at a point there will be, I'm putting it out there that it will 100% happen. They'll crash the economy, and then they'll just replace it with a central centralized digital currency that they can just say, hey, you're speaking out against us.
The European Union, I'm fairly sure, already said that that's happening. So they're making the
working
centralized currency. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you On the flip side, if you're not doing anything wrong, it's a fucking good life.
Yeah,
Define wrong.
Okay, so yeah, define wrong. So like, let's say I don't want to get the jab. Now you don't have money, cunt.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
There you go. And through my research, I've seen that the WEF, like Klaus said it himself, that America will no longer be the Earth's world power. Like that's one of the goals. That's like literally one of their goals on the to-do list, you know? So, yes, and all the Build Back Better stuff that Biden was saying in his initial run for president, that all comes from Klaus Schwab in the WEF. Now, I do want to show you a few things because you see Klaus, you see what he believes. Now, let me just show you a few things. This is why, as believers, we should not, and I mean absolutely should not be fully enthralled with whatever side you want to pick, because Joe Biden is already on the globalist side. Like, he's already fully aligned with Klaus Schwab. But so is this guy. So is this guy. This is why I say, like he says he's for the people and he's for America. Klaus Schwab no longer wants America to be the superpower of the world, and Trump is shaking hands with him. Like, people, do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. Like, when they say it's two heads of the same snake, that is so true, because it's the same snake. Like, this is, and if you don't believe, like, if that's not enough for you, if that's not enough, here's another one. Like, come on now, you know? Like, and if that's not enough for you, here's another one. Klaus Schwab, Ivanka Trump. Like, look at this. You know what I'm saying? So, please don't be deceived. Just don't. Don't be deceived by the rhetoric, because that's all it is. It's rhetoric. He says he's for the people. He's not. Klaus Schwab is a globalist. He's a globalist. I'll end this right here. This will be part 1. And in part 2, Lord's willing, we'll be covering the Internet of Things, which is a part of the WEF's plan, what they want, what they believe, how that will work, and a little more. So I don't want to spoil anything, but this is a part 1 video. This is a 2-part video, being the first part. I hope this was eye-opening to a lot of people that sees this. Everybody that does, if they didn't already know, and if you already knew, God bless you. But yeah, with that being said, I'd say trust in the Lord Jesus Christ. Put your faith in him. Put your trust in him. Accept what he did for us on the cross, shedding his blood, wiping us clean of our sins, rising on the 3rd day, defeating death, taking keys away from Satan. So, taking power away from him. But yeah, I love you all. Please stay tuned. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. please leave them in the comment section. I would love to see what people think about this, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.
I just want to praise you.